Hello everyone, we're in Waterton National Park, one of our favorite parks in Canada that we visited so far. This is in combination with Glacier National Park, a National Heritage Site, formed in 1932 by the government of the USA and Canada. And the rugged mountains, the beautiful lakes, it's just a special place in our heart. And I hope you want to enjoy it with us.
Downtown Waterton is a charming and vibrant little town. The newly opened visitor center, with its interactive exhibits and helpful guides, is a good start to make the most of your adventure. There is no shortage of restaurants, coffee shops and stores to cater to everyone's needs. Everything is in walking distance, but if you don't want to walk, you can rent bicycles in all sorts and forms. Whether you're hiking, dining or simply strolling, downtown Waterton is where nature and hospitality meet in perfect harmony. The waterfront is the heart of it all. The marina is always buzzing. This is also the place where the lake cruises departure. In the warmer months, people are swimming or soaking up the sun, or just stroll on the boardwalk. The crystal clear water of the lake with the mountain backdrop is a scene right out of a travel magazine. Cameron Falls is only a short walking distance from downtown Waterton. The scenic Red Rock Parkway will take you to the Red Rock Canyon. This geological marvel is formed from layers of red and green argillite rock and sculpted by centuries of water flowing through it. The short loop trail around the canyon is easy and suitable for all ages. In the summer months, you find wildflowers bloom along the trail. It is also a good spot to see wildlife. If you want to get really adventurous, you can dip your toes in the water and explore the riverbed up close. Just a short walk from the Red Rock Canyon, you find the Blackiston Waterfalls. This hike winds through a forest recovering from the 2017 Kino wildfire. The 2.3 kilometer round trip is an easy walk with mountain views all around. The multi-deck viewing platform provide you with stunning views of the upper and lower Blackiston Falls. But be bear alert in this area. The whole time we spent in Waterton National Park, it was around 30 degrees Celsius, with no wind, which is very uncommon for this park. For this trip we borrowed a paddleboard from good friends. After blowing up the paddleboard and putting the paddles together, it was time to get in the water. For all three of us, it was the first time. Ruby was brave enough to go first. She started out sitting on the board to get a feeling with it, and in no time she was standing up and paddling around as a professional Instagrammer. Of course, I could not stay behind and had to get my feet wet. Sitting went without any problems, but my balance was not as sturdy as Ruby's, so I kept using it as a kayak. After we were comfortable with the paddleboard, we decided to see if Akira would like it too. She just didn't like it, she loved it. She would sit or lay down on it like she had done it for ages. She loved it so much that she would jump on the paddleboard before it was even in the water. With the warm temperatures, it was a very good way to cool down, relax and soak up the beauty of the park. The nicest thing of staying in Waterton is that a lot of hikes start right in town, so no need to drive to the trailhead. For the Upper Beta Falls and the Beta Lake hike, we set out early. Our plan was to beat the crowds on this popular hike and dodge the midday heat. Within the first 2 minutes on the hike, we were halted by a family of deer. This welcome committee had no intentions of letting us pass. No one moved for a while, and we were checking each other out. After 5 minutes or so, the deer decided it was better to wander off into the bush. We continued upward. The lower better falls made for a nice stop to rest and hydrate. The trail wandered through forests, meadows of wildflowers and berry bushes. The ripe raspberries were plentiful and delicious. Throw views of Upper Waterton Lake in the mix and you have a great hike. From the lower Bertha Falls, it is a steady climb up to the upper falls with steep switchbacks. We were happy we started early when the temperatures were still pretty mild. The views of the surrounding mountains and the wildlife made up for the hard climb up. Bertha Lake was the one that really stole the show. This peaceful alpine lake, surrounded by rugged peaks and still enough to reflect the sky, we soaked up the views and checked how clear the water was. Time for another break. We ate some trail snacks and let the silence settle in. We were not in a rush, the hard work was done. It was just the reward of an early start and a trail that gave us everything we came for and more. Bears Hump is a short but very rewarding hike. This steep 1.4 kilometer trail climbs up quickly up Mount Crandall to a rocky viewpoint that looks like the hump of a bear. We find the views from the top always so rewarding, and at the viewpoint you always meet interesting people.
Hi, my name is Jerry. I'm from Red Deer, Alberta. We are in Waterton Lake National Park in the southwest corner of Alberta, Canada. The reason I'm here today is to hike this trail, the Bears Hump Trail, for my 6th time. I'm 77 years of age, and the last 4 hikes I've made, I've been in my 70s. The reason I'm doing it today for my 6th time is because tomorrow we're here and then we leave and go back to Red Deer after that. But tomorrow I'm going to hike it again because it'll be my 7th time, which makes sense. 77 years of age. When I'm 80, that'll be my 10th hike. When I'm 79, it'll be my 9th hike. Next year it'll be my 8th hike. I love Waterton National Park. I love the Bears Hump. The Bears Hump is challenging, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. As long as they exercise, get a little bit in shape, take your time. Don't rush it. There's no race at the end of this hike. It's all about enjoying the beautiful scenery from all the mountains here, all the way down to the American border. This lake, Waterton Lake, goes all the way into the States. This is a beautiful park. There's lots of other trails in Waterton, but this is my favorite. That's my story.
Although there are lots of good options for lodging in Waterton National Park, the Prince of Wales Hotel is an iconic landmark. Built in 1927 on a hill overlooking Upper Waterton Lake, the hotel looks like a big Swiss chalet, with steep roofs and wooden beams. It is not a surprise that this National Historic Site is one of the most photographed buildings in Canada.
Hi everyone, I'm Dylan. I am a bellman at the Prince of Wales Hotel in Waterton National Park. I love seeing all the people from all over the world to come to this hotel. It's very historical. It's 98 years old as of right now. We have one of the oldest working elevators in Northern America. We also have 2 dining rooms, a lobby lounge, gorgeous view with it all. This hotel has a lot of history, there's a lot of architecture, there was a lot of issues that they had building it. We do lots of daily tours around here. We also give daily speeches every night at 7 p.m. and it's also about a 20-minute walk from town. Pretty cool, hey?
The Townside Campground is the only active campsite in the park, except for the many backcountry campsites. For us, this is one of the best camping sites we camped over the years. Located right in the heart of Waterton Village, the Townside Campground is the perfect spot for campers who want to stay close to shops, restaurants and trailheads, without sacrificing the beauty of the park. The campground has 246 campsites, divided in full service, power only and unserviced sites. The facilities are plentiful. Just to name a few, there are washrooms with free showers and sinks, dishwashing stations, picnic tables at every site and day use shelters. Open fires are not allowed, but propane fire pits are under certain conditions. The campground is very kid and pet friendly. But most important are the incredible views of the surrounding mountains and the lake. We were lucky that there were some cancellations, but in peak season the campground gets very busy, so book ahead. Cameron Lake Road, officially known as the Akamina Parkway, is a stunning 16-kilometer or 10-mile drive that winds through the forested valleys of Waterton Lakes National Park, leading to the breathtaking Cameron Lake. On this drive, keep your camera handy. In previous years, we have seen many grizzly and black bears mulching on the vegetation close to the road. You find many famous trailheads on this road, like Crandall Lake and Akamina Ridge. Cameron Lake is maybe not as well known as Lake Louise, but it's maybe even more stunning. The lake is fed by glacial springs that run off the surrounding mountains. Normally we come to the park in the spring or late in the fall, when there is still ice in the lake or it's very windy. This time it was high summer with warm temperatures and hardly no wind. So instead of hiking, we decided to rent a canoe and set off on the lake. For Akira, it was her first time in a canoe, but she settled in quickly and started looking around, and just like us, soaked in the gorgeous views. What makes this lake so special is that the south side of the lake is in Montana, so we were literally paddling between countries. On this calm day, the reflections on the water were surreal.
We walked the trail on the other side of the lake a couple of years ago, but man, it's just ever beautiful. Even with the burnt trees, it's just magical. It's really magical.